Hey, so it's been a while since I've made any videos on this channel, but I'd like to make a comeback of sorts and put together some more content for you guys, help you developers out there who are still curious to learn more about Gamemaker, and also indie development in general. See, in my next video after this, there are plenty of different engines now that you can use that allow you to put together quality games pretty quickly. You can also prototype with them and do other things, which we'll discuss in this video. And speaking of prototypes, this video is sort of about that. I'd like to offer up some useful applications of Gamemaker. Devs often have a great idea for a game that's centered around a novel mechanic or a specific aesthetic, for instance, but there's no way to tell if this concept will work without implementing it first. So building a custom engine or a full-fledged game might be overkill for the sake of testing a new mechanic, but Gamemaker allows you to implement new ideas swiftly, which makes it perfectly suited for this. You might have played the game Braid, the puzzle game about rewinding time, or even The Witness, his more recent game. But John Blow, a very famous independent game developer, actually gave a talk on prototyping that I find very useful for just about everybody at any skill level. So I will link to that below, and you guys can check that out. So another possible use for Gamemaker is a product demonstration or custom tool. That's a very minor chunk of what I suspect Gamemaker is actually used for, but I ran into a case recently where I needed to demonstrate the functionality of a real-world system to others quickly and intuitively. The way I did this was actually with Gamemaker. I took pictures of the product and assembled a touch-to-learn application centered around it where someone could run the application on a tablet and tap areas of the machine to get an expanded image of the subsystem along with some audio that would play and talk about the system. The tool turned out to be not only useful, but pretty intuitive, and it took a short amount of time to develop. Gamemaker is perfect for these type of solutions where Visual Studio might do the job better, but if it's a specific use product or something you only need for a short period of time, you're better off saving time and assembling it with Gamemaker. Another application I think Gamemaker has great merit in is game-specific utilities. Something like a room creator even. In an older video I discussed building a room creator in Gamemaker, so that might be a worthwhile pursuit because its standalone room editor isn't very powerful. Now that might have changed with the new Gamemaker, but I think it still holds true in some cases. And I actually think this can be done with another engine written in another language in the interest of saving time. Perhaps you have a game written in Python, you're using game libraries so it's coming together well, but writing the game is hard enough, maybe you should consider writing the room editor in Gamemaker and exporting the rooms in your own format that's readable by the Python engine. You'll save time and get to use multiple languages to create your game, which can be a great learning experience. So I guess in summary, Gamemaker is very useful in situations where you need to put together a high-level product that accepts various user input, as it abstracts the various nuances of programming listeners and display systems from scratch, and gives you the functionality instantly. It allows you to work on the meat of your product right from the get-go, which is very important. Makes for a great tool assembler as well as a prototype system, and let's not forget the awesome ability to produce a full-fledged game with it. That's always nice. Gamemaker was originally intended for that. So yeah, just a short video today. That's it for now, but it's a discussion that I think is important. Choosing the right tool for the job is critical, and I'd love to hear your guys' opinion on it, so please feel free to leave a comment. It'll help direct where my next video goes as well, so that's always a plus. Take it easy, guys.